You're watching TVC Breakfast. It's time for us to head to the newspaper stand to hear what Nigerians are saying in reaction to the headlines across Nigerian newspapers. And we have a reporter, Theophilus Elamah, standing by to let us into that world right now. Theophilus, good morning. It's good to see you on the streets as usual. Can you take it up from here?
All right, Mike, Kemi, and Gusam. Of course, it's a hilarious situation here. Diverse reactions, diverse views on the headlines this morning, especially the ASU strike presidential ticket as well. So if you can see, people are still talking about the headlines in the different newspapers. Let's start with the Punch newspaper this morning. And it says here, NLC rejects Buhari's 2-week ultimatum, insists on newspaper. ASU strike, NLC rejects Buhari's 2-week ultimatum, insists on protests. That's in the Punch newspaper this morning. So we'll go to the Vanguard newspaper here. It says, I've heard Muslim ticket, I've heard you, but I believe in Shetima, Tinubu tells critics. It says, I've heard you, but I believe in Shetima, Tinubu tells critics. That's in the Vanguard newspaper this morning. We'll move to the Daily Sun. It says, Osifo emerges TUC president amid litigation. Presidential election must win for APC, says Tinubu. The rider says, officially presents Shetima as running mate. Supporters claim Oshunguba polls lost lesson to party. That's in the Daily Sun this morning. The final paper this morning, the Tribune, Nigerian Tribune, it says, Khan disowns bishops who attended Shetima's unveiling. Khan disowns bishop who attended Shetima's unveiling. That's in the newspapers this morning, the Nigerian Tribune. So we'll take various reactions on the newspapers this morning, different reactions. I'm sure if we could bring this to the studio itself, you understand what I'm talking about. But various reactions regarding the various headlines this morning. So let's have your reaction on any of the headlines here. Let's have your reaction now. What do you think?
Good morning. My name is Kinsley Onyebeni. So I want to use normal broken so that everybody will understand what is going on. I'm talking about my brother Bola Ahmed Tinubu picking Muslim as the nation. This nation is a nation of Christian, Muslim, and traditional. And always, when a president rules, he must have an advice Christian if it is Muslim. If he has Christian, we must have Muslim as a vice. But Bola Ahmed, for his mistake, he has made a mistake to pick Muslim.
Why do you think so?
Yes, because Bola Ahmed could have been the vice president of Buhari during the time of Buhari. He could have been the one vice Buhari, but because of the Muslim, they go and brought Oshibajo out to vice Buhari. But now, for his own turn now to be the president, go and pick the Muslim. It's a big issue, because if you watch in Nigeria, Christian has more population more than the Muslim.
Okay, that's subject.
You understand? Because we cannot rule Muslim in this country again. If it has happened before, it can't happen again, because Christian they are there, Muslim they are there. Okay, let me ask you something. If eventually we have Christian, will they allow that?
Okay, so a lot of people say it should be about, let me get another reaction now. A lot of people say it should be about competence, about the ability to steer the ship of the country to its greater heights. Do you share that view as well?
Of course, I share the view as a matter of fact. And in Nigeria, we have people. We have enough people. In the north, we have people. We have enough people in the north. We have capable people in the north that can really swing votes for APC, as a matter of fact. But he choosing a Muslim, a one faith ticket, he has his reason. He has his reason, as a matter of fact. So It's his choice, as a matter of fact. So it's left for Nigerian voters to do their job. So the decision is left for them. But me, I want to talk about Reps Tax Crime Commission headed by IG. As a matter of fact, Nigerian fiscal deficit is becoming outrageous. What is fiscal deficit? What it means is that the money, when they reach government hand, reach government solve problem. So now wetin make Buhari come dey borrow money be that. Because why? Nigerian fiscal deficit is rising. So now I say Rep Plan Tax Crime Commission headed by IG, which means person wey no pay tax or big man wey no pay tax, make them arrest am. But if you like, make you gather all the whole tax when dey Nigeria. If you no curb corruption, nothing go happen. That is why Nigerians are asking for a prudent leadership. A stingy person that can manage Nigeria so that things will work for us.
All right.
You understand?
Let's move to other people and have their reactions. Now, what's your view on all of this?
About
ASU is on strike. Khan is speaking about the bishops. Tinubu is telling everybody that he heard you, but he believes in Shetima and all of that, looking at the elections proper. What do you think about these headlines?
personally, what I can say on my own is just, what about that Muslim ticket? It should be Muslim Christian. That's normal because it's unlike when you try to talk about unity in Nigeria. We as a politician, we need a lot of votes, a lot of number department the votes people to enter the power. That happened now soon. People voted massive according to their choice. Even though some people the politician try to take the money to them, but they vote to their choice. Because when you pay people, we do normal Nigeria setting, do people enjoy the population, enjoy the dividend of democracy. There won't be anything to be buy food. People, when people see people online, people amenities, environment, people feed good road, available electricity, people will be able to vote to the country. They would like to think to continue because what the government is changing government means to make a ruler accountable to people. So at times we need to balance everything together. So like when Christian Muslim now, so like they disown all those other religions. It doesn't make sense like that.
Okay, so it should also be about good governance too.
Good governance. About.
All right. So let me have your reaction.
Hello, good morning, Nigeria. To my opinion, according to my colleagues, yes, this country we are own the country, and what we are into is let's balance the country that things move well. We cannot disorganize our unity, because what brings all this agitation and other things is because of bad leadership. And in the aspect of it, let's go back to the far back during Obasanjo time. You know that when the country want to move forward, you carry along. It's just not by one side by saying when we look in this country we have two religions, which is Christian and Muslim. When you talk about say like this time around, we talk about Muslim to Muslim. I want to ask this question: does it mean that it's only Muslims that are making business or growing the economic of the country? When you look around, you know the percentage of Christians that into the business is also making this country to move and increasing our economy. So we have to realistic and think wisely. As this election is coming forward, we have to do things that will make this country to be peaceful and not by violence. So to my opinion, I would like let Muslim and Christian continue in these things will move very well. It's for our own good. And when you look around, I could remember in 1983, when I was youth by then, I know how things are moving. That's why some people have said during this of Buhari, our president, it happened at 83 that people, because of when they changed the currency, people suffered a lot. You look around now, some people cannot be afford of eating 3 square meal in a day. And some people have more than 3 children in the house or 4. And when you look at as our our economy moving forward and some other things, you can see that in 4 years to come or 5 years to come, this country will run more than poverty.
All right. So let's have one more reaction before we go this morning. Let's have your take on this now.
Well, my take will always have to do with the ASU strike. Last week, I think some few days back, we had it on newspapers, and we're talking about the presidency giving the Minister of Education 2 weeks to end the strike. And now we're seeing another headline that tells us that they're denying of the fact that it actually wasn't true. What are we actually doing in this country? Where are we going? What's the future of our children? What's happening to our kids? A lot of us should be able to go to the drawing board and actually tell these people, this is what we desire for our children. Nigeria holds no future. We stand here every day to argue about politics and all these things. We are not in their hearts. They are after what they can actually gain for themselves. If this ASU strike is not resolved, where is Nigeria going? By September, I believe by every means, admission will be coming out. The new intake, where will they go to? You pay money, you do always struggle to go through schools, and yet there's no job. We produce no result at all. And still yet, Nigerians have no headway concerning this strike. It's going down the line. Please, I am pleading again. Let federal government come to compromise with ASU over this issue. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much for talking, of course, on the issues. You can understand and the pulse, and you can feel the pulse of Nigerians on the various issues in the newspapers this morning. Over to the studio now.
Right. Thank you very much, Theophilus. You could see the newspaper stand is always the melting point of various opinions and ideas and all of that. Some you would underrate what some people know about this country and what they want.
And what they don't know. Like the one who said that there are more Christians in the country than Muslims.
Yeah. and when you listen to that, it tells you actually this person may not have a full grasp of the dynamics and all of that, and even the data and information. Yeah. Because one can say we have more Christians in Nigeria, we have more Muslims. That's there are more Christians and Muslims in the country. There are other religions too.
Absolutely. That's why it's also good to hear not just one person, because like you said, the newspaper stand, you have all kinds of people,
shades of opinion,
exhibiting various levels of knowledge.
Somebody was saying that we want a stingy person who can run this country. We don't run economies by being stingy. No economy in the world was developed by being stingy. You release the economic forces. That's what you do, and you do that by opening the purse strings, and so that's how America, that's how Europe, that's how the economies were developed.
Take risks.
You have to take risks and throw money. Even during depressions, during the time of FDR, it was what they called the demand pool. They threw money into projects and so on, so that people can get jobs, people can innovate and so on. So you don't develop by being stingy, because you just keep the money. The money is not there. Money is not there to grace the banks. Exactly. It is there to improve lives, and you can't grace the banks by being in the bank.
Right.
That's to be out there.
Right.
That's
what makes the economy thrive.
The impact of money is not when it is saved. It is when it is invested,
used.
when it is used.
Absolutely.
That's what the impact of money is.
Absolutely.
It remains a paper and coin if it's just there, just like all of this. That's what it is. All right.